Have you ever really thought about it? You take this tiny pill and somehow it knows exactly where you hurt. I mean, how does a painkiller find your headache and not, say, your left big toe? Well, today we're going to crack that whole mystery wide open.
All right, let's get right into it. Think of your body as a massive, bustling city. We're about to follow a single critical package, your medicine, on its high-stakes journey through this incredible metropolis to find its destination.
So yeah, how does it do it? How does that headache pill find your head and not get lost somewhere around your knee? It's definitely not magic, and there's no tiny GPS inside. The answer is all in this fascinating science called pharmacology. And the secret sauce is this process right here, distribution. Let's stick with our delivery analogy for a second. Once a drug gets into your system, your bloodstream becomes this massive highway network. And the medicine? That's the package, and it has a very specific address to get to, the exact cells that are sending out that, "Hey, I need help over here" signal.
But, your body isn't just a simple grid of streets. Oh no, it's a complex city filled with traffic jams, roadblocks, and some seriously tough security checkpoints. For our little drug package to actually get delivered, it has to overcome 4 major challenges.
So think of this slide as our mission briefing. Let's break it down. First up, blood flow. That's basically the traffic. Areas with a ton of highways, like your brain and heart, they get packages delivered super fast. Second, capillary permeability. This is like the security gate at the delivery address. Some gates are wide open, others, like the famous blood-brain barrier, are like a fortress. Third, the drug's chemical nature. Is it a tiny letter that can slip through the mail slot, or a giant crate that needs the main gate opened? And finally, this last one, binding to plasma proteins. This is the unexpected and, frankly, very sticky hitchhiker our package might pick up along the way. Let's just zoom in on those first 2 for a second. Organs with a really rich blood supply, think brain, liver, kidneys, they're the busy downtown centers. It's easy to get to them, lots of freeway exits. But other tissues like fat or bone, they're more like the quiet suburbs, way out in the country. Fewer roads, less traffic. Delivery there? Way slower. It's all about the infrastructure.
But you know what? The biggest roadblock for our drug usually isn't a traffic jam or some winding country road. Nope. It's that sticky hitchhiker we just mentioned, a travel companion that can bring the entire delivery to a dead stop.
So here's what happens. Once a drug is in your blood, it can exist in 2 forms. It's either free or it gets bound to proteins floating around. And this moment right here is absolutely critical. The free drug, that's like the delivery driver who's jumped out of the truck, package in hand, ready to run to the door. But the bound drug, well, that driver is stuck in the truck, completely unable to get out and do the job.
So, here's the bottom line, the most important takeaway. If a drug molecule gets stuck to a protein, it's basically useless. It's just cargo, riding around the bloodstream, totally inactive. Only the free, unbound part of the drug can actually get off the highway and complete the mission.
Okay, so you've got all these things going on. Traffic patterns, roadblocks, these sticky hitchhikers. So how in the world do scientists track where the drug is actually going? How do they get like a bird's eye view of this entire delivery operation?
Well, it's not like they can put a tiny little tracker on every single molecule. But what they came up with is just as clever. It's a concept that works like GPS data, and it tells them how far and why the drug has traveled away from the bloodstream highway. And it's called the volume of distribution, or VD for short. Now, that word hypothetical is really important. It's not a real physical volume you could measure with a beaker. Just think of it as a number that tells you the drug's personality. Does it prefer to stay on the highway, or does it love to get out and explore all the city's little neighborhoods? And this cable just lays it out perfectly. A high VD means mission accomplished. The drug has left the blood and is spread out everywhere in the tissues, making deliveries all over town. But a low VD? That means the package is stuck on the highway, just circling and circling, probably because it's all tied up by those protein hitchhikers.
But listen, this isn't just some abstract idea for scientists to nerd out about. This VD number has huge, real-world consequences for your health. It's the data that doctors actually use to design your specific treatment plan.
For example, a drug with a really high VD, one that loves to spread out all over the place, well, it needs a bigger initial dose, a loading dose, to make sure all those different destinations actually get a package. That VD number also helps predict how long the drug will hang around in your body, which is how your doctor figures out if you need to take it once a day or maybe 4 times a day. So the next time you take a pill, just take a second to remember this incredible, complex journey it's about to go on. It's a precision-guided mission to find one tiny target in the vast city that is you. And that leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought. If every single person's body is a unique city with its own map, how close are we to a future where your medicine isn't just a one-size-fits-all, but a truly personalized delivery, designed just for the city of you?